In the vibrant city that never sleeps, tucked between the bustling market streets and old cobblestone paths, was a small, peculiar bookshop named Whispers of History. The bookshop was run by Mira, a woman with eyes that sparkled with the secrets of the world, and whose voice could silence a crowd with its gentle ferocity when she spoke of injustice and dreams. Mira wasn't just a shopkeeper, she was a beacon in her community. Known for her weekly readings from books written by women who had fought through the thickness of history's shadows to make their voices heard. Each Friday night, as the city sighed into relaxation, a group of eager, bright-eyed individuals from all walks of life would gather around the old oak table at the back of her shop, hungry for the stories of heroines past. On one such night, under the soft glow of the overhead lanterns, Mira introduced a new book, The Silent Symphony by Alara Lint, a forgotten composer whose music had once soared through the grandest concert halls of Europe before being lost in the patriarchal confines of her time. Alara's story, as Mira narrated, began in a small village where the whisper of bias could not silence the symphony in her heart. Alara believed in the vibrations of the universe, Mira read, in the power of music to transcend the barriers constructed by man. But her journey was modeled with attempts to diminish her spirit. Critics claimed her compositions were too robust, too commanding for a woman. Alara, however, played on, her notes a rebellion. The room's atmosphere thickened with each word, each sentence a step back into a world that had tried to bind a woman's spirit, but found itself outmatched by her resolve. Mira's voice grew impassioned as she reached the climax of Alara's life, her final concert, performed anonymously in Vienna, where her composition had moved an audience to tears and a standing ovation, ignorant of the composer's gender. That night, under the alias of Leo Erdmann, Alara proved that art knows no gender, Mira concluded, closing the book with a soft thud that resonated in the silent awe of the room. After a moment of reflective silence, a young woman in the back, Leah, raised her hand hesitantly. Her voice was unsure at first, but grew firmer as she spoke. How did Alara feel, knowing her success was celebrated under a man's name? Did she ever reveal herself? Mira's eyes met Leah's, a silent acknowledgement of the weight of the question. Alara lived her truth through the echoes of her compositions. In her diary, she wrote of despair, yes, but also of hope. Hope that one day the world would recognize her by her essence, not her facade. The group delved into a vibrant discussion about identity, recognition, and the silent battles fought by women through the ages. Each person's voice added layers to the conversation, painting a complex but hopeful tapestry of the future. As the night ebbed away and the last guest left, Mira stood by her door, looking out into the empty, moonlit street. Her heart was heavy yet hopeful, echoing Alara's silent symphony. With a quiet resolve, she turned off the lights, locked the door, and whispered into the night, "Your symphony goes on, Alara, and in every woman silenced by history, it grows louder." Mira's bookshop, through the simple act of sharing stories, became a space where the silenced were given voice, where history's forgotten could sing again, and where small, yet significant revolutions were born.